That's what's up. Hey.
Hey.
Keep with us shirts and everything, Nick Dog. You see your shirt on the back of your chair?
About to get started, guys. Behind the scenes
so
with the one,
sweet.
the beautiful woman.
Thanks for tuning in. Y'all tune in. Chyna Pink Show on
I need to use
Radio
your
95. Rise Radio 95. You'll go live Facebook and everything.
Chyna Pink. And Chyna, y'all behind the scenes. We get it. About to talk a little bit about this book. See y'all in the ladies.
Chyna Pink Show.
Yes. I feel like I want to do the another thing.
Now you about to get started.
Okay. George, calm me down.
Here we go.
Hi, I'm Chyna. You're watching the Chyna Pink Show. Today, our special guest co-host is Keith Childs, author of PREY. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, ladies. Thank you.
Yes. Also, we have a few questions for our audience today. I already posted the first question on the Facebook Live, so y'all can get a feel for that question and come back and let us know what y'all think about that. But first, we will interview our guests. So please feel free to call in. Use the Facebook Live feed to type in your questions or comments. And the telephone number is, look, it's 2018. I don't even remember what the telephone number is. Stacey, do you know? I'm not going to even lie.
240-685-1078. Now, if I remember, everybody.
Stacey, remember that number.
Gotta remember.
All right, feel free to call us up. That's the number, right, George?
That's it.
Okay.
240-685-1078. We got Keith Childs in the building. Make these phones ring, baby. It's 2018.
Yo, call in.
Yes, Happy New Year, first of all, y'all. Yes. Happy New Year.
Yes, welcome back.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so glad to see all y'all.
I know.
Real long time.
I know, it's been a minute.
But I seen y'all on Facebook doing y'all thing. No parties here, parties there, a little bit parties everywhere. Yeah, 2018. We glad to be here, y'all. This is our first guest, too.
Yeah,
our first guest for the year.
2018. Hold on, and then we mentioned
and our what? Our new spot.
Our new studio too. We had a new location, temporary location for about a month or so, from what I was told. But we had a new spot, so it's 2018. We appreciate that. Also, I want to say Keith Childs is so sweet, y'all. He bought all of us shirts. Yes. I want to show y'all the shirts that he bought us.
Gift of the new year.
Yeah, this is our first gift for 2000. The first person that bought us our gifts for 2018 was Keith Childs.
Keith Childs. Shout out to Keith.
Yeah, shout out to Keith. He bought all of us. You know, we deep on the Chyna Pink Show. We like 7, 8 deep. Even though everybody else not here today. But look, he bought all. That was so sweet of him, y'all. Everybody have a shirt. Yeah, everybody get one. Everybody get a shirt.
He bought an Oprah on this thing.
Oprah. Call me little Oprah.
Look, I want y'all to see everybody with their little shirts. Y'all can only see me. But look.
Hey.
Everybody happy about their shirts.
Yes.
And I love how we want to fit too, because normally when you get a shirt, the way that my chest is developed.
No, the way it's set up.
PR, baby.
The struggles we go through. This shirt has been properly designed.
Properly designed for them coconuts.
Pre-shrunk. Pre-shrunk. All that jump up in the top. Hey. Easy PREY, baby. On the right side. Easy PREY.
You can put my phone up so y'all can see everybody the whole show. Like, is it a tripod available today? No? Hello?
I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to make a tripod.
What?
And put it right here.
Oh, y'all see Juicy showing off already. Juicy is showing off in 2018.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh, no one knows what type of weather we're in over here.
But even if we put it there, it's not going to show all y'all. We need to put it back there.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I think we should put it.
Going on Stone Age.
We're going to have it together.
Yeah, next week we're going to have it together. Today, I'm sorry. Y'all can only see my big face today. Okay. Y'all can't see the rest of the Chyna Pink Show.
I got him over here.
Okay, Stacey got her live going. Keith got his live going. Yes. So, okay, so... see, we had a big announcement to make today, but Maya is not here. So I will give her the liberty to make that announcement next week. Shut up, George. No, I asked you. Yeah, we'll give Maya that opportunity. Something wrong with my Facebook Live. It say trying to reconnect. Okay.
That's what the hot spot
Well,
said.
I guess it is. Did you disconnect me from that hotspot? Well, okay. So look, we're gonna go on to our interview with Keith. So Keith, my first question to you is, when did you write your first book and how old were you?
Oh wow. Well, actually, Chyna, this is my first book,
Okay.
and yes, my first book. I started.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I don't want to interrupt, but I want to tell y'all how prepared this man Keith is. Keith don't be playing. Keith got the shirts. He got the flyers. He is promoting Easy Prey. Do you understand?
Prepared.
Well prepared for 2018. He got it going on. He came up in here and he bought these flyers. Look, he got the flyer on a mic post. Do you see this?
Hey,
Keith not playing.
That's right.
marketing, baby. That's marketing.
That's
Yes,
right.
it is.
Right,
That's
right,
right.
right.
So y'all support Keith. Okay,
Please
so I'm
do.
sorry, Keith.
No
Go ahead and
problem.
finish your question.
No
Ma'am,
problem.
answer.
Yeah, I started. I started this project about 3 years ago, and it came about when myself and a friend of mine, Mitch Cradle, was doing a TV show,
Okay.
and the TV show got tabled because it cost too much for us to produce. And then the idea came about. I in the middle of the night, I woke up one day and said, "Hey, I'm gonna write a." I actually started as a movie, and then I said, "You know what? I'm gonna make it a book." So I started first book. Never wrote a book before. Started writing it. The ideas came together. My mom took ill, passed away last December. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you for that. And I stopped for a couple months, and I picked it back up, Mike, in June. And then I just kept on going, and I kept hearing people say, "Wow, man, this book is really, really good, really, really good." So I said, "Oh, wow, okay." So I just started writing it, and it's a trilogy. So it's the first. It's finished now. It's in editing. It'll be back by spring, and then I'm already starting now on book 2. It is a bomb burner, guys. It's a thriller, and it's erotica. So it's very sexual and very the thriller. So very hot book, very hot book. Miss Mallory
For
Bay.
21 and older?
Oh, definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
We like books like that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Listen here, I named my child after an erotic book author, okay?
Yes.
Y'all remember Zane?
That,
I have a
That-
son named Zane.
There was okay.
That was Sister Soldier. No,
Right.
she wrote the Sisters at ATF.
Nervous, addicted. Yeah, I was a big reader of Zane, and that's probably a part of erotica come from. I love Zane books, and so it just became, the writing this book here has been so much fun to do.
Zane and Sister Social, you on that line where you need to be at your desk like.
You
Hope so.
definitely
Hope so.
have
Page
to
turner.
have-
That's
yeah.
right.
Page turner.
Oh,
Don't want to
yeah,
put
that's the
down.
one when you be at your desk and you be like, oh my damn.
You
Yeah.
go from the desk to the bathroom right there.
Or just stay at the desk.
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
He's nothing. He gets some water.
Showing off sometimes. You gotta excuse Juicy.
Right. Look, and you just can't move, honey. You just can't go nowhere. You got to stay where you at, stay put. You will lose it. You know how they say you move, you lose? That just might happen, baby. I ain't trying to lose nothing I done started.
I do have a question for you.
Sure.
When you started writing and you said you never wrote before, what actually kept your mind to stay on it? Because a lot of times when we have an idea, we'll start off with our idea, and as time grows, we lose focus in the idea because it's nothing that you really had full knowledge of how to start from the beginning to the end. So what actually got you to the point that you want to go to the end, and now you start another project?
Well, actually, the book in itself, I didn't know that I even had this talent to write. To be honest with you, it's God. So I used to be in a singing group, for over 27 years. We performed, we've been around, we toured, we did all that. We wrote and produced it. Oh no, never hear that. But we wrote, right, and did all that. So that entertainment piece was always in me.
Okay.
And then when I found out this about 3.5 years ago that I wanted to write, I just started it, and it became so therapeutic for me that I don't write no way. I don't write traditional. So as I heard. As I write, the story actually unveils itself. I don't write characters down. I don't write outlines. I just write, and as I write, it just develops and it just comes right, and it comes out. So, and I love it. It's very creative, so I love it. And so I do it. I wrote my whole phone in my book. I mean, my whole book in my phone.
How long did it take?
Well, the whole project took about 3.5 years because I stopped. But
Okay.
I just constantly write, guys. I just constantly write, and it's fun. And I always tell myself, once it stops being fun, I'll stop. But it's just so much fun, and it's so therapeutic. I love writing. The ideas and the story is so cool.
I like that. I like that you said it's therapeutic. So for people who are going through things, write your stuff down. I like
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely.
Okay.
And for me, and for me, it was a thing for me, guys, where I'm a dreamer. I've always been a little kid. I was getting in trouble for daydreaming, so I always contributed to so much stuff going on in my mind. It was a good way to release it. So now as I got older and mature, I know that, okay, I just can write, and it's right, and it's and stories just be coming in. Believe me, it's a hot. Oh yeah, it's a hot one. My birthday is October 2nd.
Oh, mine's the 8th.
Oh,
So we both Libra.
There you go.
Hey,
Libra
Libra
now.
team.
Right, we do. Team Libra. Yes.
Okay, so I have one more question.
Please.
So, a lot of times I have heard, because I've never written a book, so I guess it is a general question. When you finally got everything written in your phone, what was your next direction with it? Like, what did you have to do next? Did you have to find somebody to try to proofread it? Did somebody else try to say, this ain't going to work, and they try to recreate your dream? What actually happened once you got it written down?
And that's a very good question. Because it was new to me. But this next step that I took after I wrote my rough draft is send it to editing. Because you got to get someone to professionally know how to edit your book. Because, you have a lot of errors and stuff. That's what they do. Pick all the errors out and get it clean. So that's where it's at now. It's going to editing. Then after editing, it goes to a whole nother stage of getting it formatted and all that. It's called copy editing. And then it's a lot of different steps before it actually become a book. And I learned that, by just asking, trial and error, asking someone. Because I've heard people say they try to edit, and I've heard people say don't ever try to edit your own book. Because you're not going to catch your mistakes. So, luckily, let me tell you a story about the editor. A friend of mine, a young lady I do business with, she introduced this editor to me. She told I was looking for an editor. She said, Keith, call this lady, her name is Dr. Thomas. Call Dr. Thomas. She's an editor, live out in L.A. I was all excited. Okay, cool. I sent her my paperwork, right? I sent her my manuscript. Never even asked for her credentials until later. So I sent her my stuff, and I said, oh, I didn't even ask her, send me something about her. So about a couple of weeks went on, she had my book. Then I said, hey, Dr. Thomas, can you send me some of your information so I know at least who you are? But look how God have it. She sent me her information. This lady has worked on over 100 books. She wrote 12 herself, over 22 bestsellers. She got 2 movies right now on Netflix. So she has my book, and for her to say, Keith, you have a bestseller, I was like, wow, because she's already worked. She worked on Carl Weber, a lot of the girls from the Basketball Wives, one of the guys from Cash Money. So she worked on a lot of people's books that's already been bestsellers. And just how God have it, she had my information. So I feel good about that. Now, of course, it don't mean nothing until the book come out and sell, and I do stuff like this so you can know about it. But I feel really, really pretty good.
It means a whole lot.
Yeah.
It means a whole lot to even have gotten as far as you have. And just like you say, you've been caught, one of the ones caught daydreaming, and just doing that, just look now where you are.
Right,
That's just immaculate. I really, aside of you just being you, I just love the fact that you got something going on that's really, going on, Keith.
I appreciate it.
You got a lot of ish with you. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. Like, this somebody right here. Say like I known him forever, though. But, yes, this right here is I'm so proud of you. I am so proud because you always right there. And on projects that I know I've been on, you've been right there. And when the first time we were filming Boss movie, and you came in and we were doing the scene for Boss 1, the actual scene where my baby daddy and I were in the room. When we were supposed to have been doing, like I went to the jail, and he was like, oh my God, you did a real good job. I'm like, oh, because you get nervous, people coming in there watching that never have been on the set with you. And I'm like, and then, they're saying that he's working with Mitch. I didn't really know him like that, so I'm wondering, okay, what is he going to think? So, you got to put on your best performance in front of people, but you're going to be you. But I really appreciate that because the words that you gave me, that put that in my mind to keep on going as well. And now that you're doing your book, I am going to say I'm writing a sitcom. And I stopped, because same as you, what you're doing. And I'm ready to pick it back up. But really, I will be talking to you because the influence, really, to keep on going. And that's some of the things that we all need.
Absolutely.
So what you're doing, I really commend you again, because just to get up there and say that you stopped doing something and then you kept on going. You picked it back. That right there is a step for me. Like, see, people can do it and then,
Oh, absolutely. And that's, go ahead, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, and I was just saying that's one of the things that I inspire to do is to inspire the people. I have a show that I started. Tell you a quick story. I have a show that I started, and for people that know me, they know I'm real spiritual, right? Everything I do, I give to God. You feel me? So I started this book, and look where it got me. Then one morning I woke up, right, and I created a show on Facebook I do every Saturday morning called In the Lab with Author Keith Childs, right? and I bring different. But now the reason I did it was one, to have a platform for my book marketing. But then I thought even further, hey, it's other people that I'm around. My guy Mitch, Anthony, all these Gil, all these guys that's in the business. I want to do a platform for people like you all, so other people can rise, so we can grow together. My slogan: as I grow, we grow. Right?
Uplifting other people, I love it.
And let me tell you how God works, guys. Doing that show, and it was cool, right? Doing that show, I created. Right? Okay, I'm sorry. Doing that show, guys, someone contacted me about. Now I have a radio show that's coming February, right? On Thursdays night. So it's a elevated one more step. So someone called me, I go out there, see the studio, love it, good. Now I'm putting together a whole radio show, hour show for In the Lab with Arthur Keith Childs, where fashion and business meets entertainment. Real hot show coming, guys, right? Sitting there, so I go home, sleep on it, come back the next day, God put it in my spirit, I get out there, sign a contract, right? Something says, ask them gentlemen, the station is WBGR. Ask them what do those acronyms stand for. And I'm like, what do those acronyms stand for? This is when I knew, God, I was in the right place. The guy, after I signed the contract, I'm just curious, what does acronyms stand for? He said WBGR stand for We Believe in God Radio. I said, I'm in the right spot.
Yeah, I knew that.
I'm in the right spot. I did not know. I knew nothing about it. I've never even heard about it. But I knew this is what God wanted me to be. So now we have a really hot show coming. It's every Thursday from 7 to 8. Starting February 1st. I got my girl Jeannie Jones out in L.A. She's doing 60 minutes. Yeah, Kid in the City. She's my affiliate. She's my immediate affiliate. I got me my program director. I'm actually putting together a radio show. My girl Carrie, we're putting together. She's working with Russ Paul. We're putting together a whole show, hot. We're gonna bring different hot guests in, and it's still gonna be informative. So people in the industry who may not, and I always say, if you don't have a lane, create one yourself. And that's what I'm doing. Let's create a lane, guys, because we all we got. A lot of people not fortunate enough to have friends in Hollywood and all this. So we do stuff like this to help each other climb.
That's right.
So
can you tell us a little bit about the book? I mean, without spoiling, can you give us just a brief synopsis, a brief summary, something?
Right. Well, I can tell you, actually, I can. The book, without too much spoiling it.
The back of the book.
Okay.
Look, I'm looking like, okay, these guys that's right here, who they supposed to be, and this young lady with a knife.
We want to know.
Right.
Trilogy, baby.
You want to know? Oh, she don't go for nothing. Let me tell you about Miss Mallory Bell. Her name is Mallory Bell, right? Miss Mallory Bell, and I'm just give you an overlay. At the early age of 5 years old, she witnessed her mother and father brutally murdered, right? By the hands of her father business partner, Mr. Patrick Dunnigan. That's his name, right? Now, Mallory Bell grows up. She goes to foster homes. She kind of loses everything. But through this pain of going through foster homes and group homes, she's very, very beautiful, brilliant, and sexy, right? So she comes up, but she hates business people with a passion. She hates them, right, for what they did, what it took from her. So she grew up, became very voluptuous, very sexy, but brilliant. And she became what she hated the most, a successful, fly-to-death businesswoman. And then, so Patrick Dunnigan became a Donald Trump figure, so to speak, where you can't just walk up to him. So when she got older, moved to another town, she changed her name to Mallory Kilpatrick in her obsession for chasing Patrick Dunnigan. And all these people on her way, she lured them in. Oh, it's really cool. She lured them in, and she whispered all these men are such easy prey right before she killed them.
Right.
So she seduced them, and she tame them up. And she
Really?
so
how is she doing it? Tell us.
Get the book. Get the book.
I done jumped to the movie.
She won't play her.
Right. So it's real hot.
It's gonna be a movie too?
Oh, absolutely.
I threw that out there.
The secretary, I'll be like, oh my Lord.
Well, you know what? I don't have to be in a movie, but what I will say is just let Chyna Pink do the coverage for your movie.
Hey, you on it.
You already
know. You already know. Shannon Love.
Extra walking down the street.
Hey, come on. Hey, we all here together. This is what we do, guys. As I grow, we grow. That's my slogan, right?
Real power.
So where did you get this idea from?
That's the number one question. Out of my head, I don't know. It just comes. When I tell you, Chyna, when I write this book, like I'm writing part 2 now. I can go sit at the bar, and then when I always make a joke and say, when Mallory Bell takes off, I take off. So I just write. I don't know character names. I can look around and be like, oh, Therese, okay, she'd be Therese Smith. So I just make up stuff as it goes, and it
I
just
want
goes.
to be in part 2.
It
Put
just
my
goes.
name in there
It just
somewhere in
goes. So
part 2.
the idea of it, but this is a total fiction book, you know. But when you get it and you read it and you see the sex scenes, and let me tell you something funny though. On my way here, my editor called, right, because she edited my book. She said, Keith, she's the older lady, right, Dr. Thomas. She said, look, I was listening to T.D. Jakes. And boy, I was reading your sex scenes. I had to put your book down.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because T.D. Jakes going to do it every time, baby.
So the book,
want to pick it back up
so the book is really an adult book. It was a fun read, it's a thriller, and very sexual in the thriller.
Okay.
Yeah, good book.
Oh, freak nasty book.
Yeah. You know I'm about to say
Bring it.
things.
Look,
Because
bring
somebody
it.
about to learn something out here. Won't he do it?
Freak nasty.
Some
Keep about
people
to
need
teach
to
somebody
learn
something
something.
out here.
Some people need to learn. Some people
Right,
need to learn.
right.
I might juice me up a couple of new things.
So you say coming spring 2018.
Coming spring
So-
2018.
So I already know you're going to do it up. You're going to have a nice big book signing
Absolutely.
and all of this stuff
Well, that's
going on. So
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the plan, Stacey. I'm planning to do I'm doing a book tour around the city that's called a sip and read tour. So I'm going to different restaurants, guys, real sexy in the dark. We're going to have some people have some wine, have you all come out, cover it, drinking some wine while we're reading excerpts of the book. Doing something real sexy, guys, up and down the East Coast. And my thing about the whole marketing piece, like you also said, my philosophy, guys, is there's never too much marketing. You always hear me say, hit the ant with the sludge hammer. Those who kill marketing win.
You have a
Those
question.
who don't do marketing absolutely lose.
Yeah.
I
I'm
have a
sorry.
question?
You
Sure.
have a question on Facebook.
I do.
Someone wants to know what keep you motivated when you run into a roadblock.
My family, my kids.
Okay.
You got to have a why. At the end of the day, no matter what you're doing, guys, you got to have a why, and it can't be about money. I'm big on that. Like, money comes and goes. We all have a lot of money. We all been broke. So in between that, money comes and goes. But you got to, whatever you're doing, you got to have something that's more powerful than just money. And mine is my kids. You know, I love my kids emphatically, my family. So I want to make sure that I'm building a bridge and trying to put them in a position to set up some generational wealth. So I'm just doing that. So
Keith,
that's my
we
motivation.
love you, Keith. You the bomb for real.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
And I will say about you is that you have so much confidence within yourself
Mm-hmm.
that it just brings it gives a warm feeling to myself. You know,
appreciate
and
it.
I'm really interested in reading this
Hey,
book.
hey.
In my time, I'm always on the move, but now I'm like, oh shit, I might want to read this, but I just see how you just believe in your own brand. You're wearing it on your hat. You produce it in your shirt, like you said. You're not worried about the money aspect of it. You want your dream to be known. You want it to
Absolutely.
be heard and seen. And I just wish you so much success. How can we find this book? How can we keep track on when it will be released? How do we keep track on when part 2 is coming out? What are you doing?
Well, what I have right now is the information on the back of the card, which you can see I'm on. You can follow me on Author Keith Childs on Instagram, Author Keith Childs on Facebook, Author Keith Childs on Twitter. And my website is coming. I have a landing page, but I'm redoing it. But as time go, guys, you'll see me in the lab. I got a new show that's coming Thursday nights. It's gonna be on Facebook Live, and it's called In the Lab with Author Keith Childs, as I said earlier, where fashion and business meet entertainment. That's gonna be a really hot show, and I definitely want you all to come on as my guest.
Whenever you're
know,
ready, we'll be there.
and do
Let
that
us
cool.
know.
Yeah, so those things, and I'll be putting stuff out, guys. Hopefully you'll be seeing much more of this whole book until it come. Have a big release. I want y'all at the release party. You know, we can do a
We in
big,
there.
have fun, and just move it. You know, that's the only way that you win in anything, guys. You gotta get behind projects. You gotta support each other. That's why I'm so blessed to have this new platform where I can get out. I have so many friends. By being in this business over 20-something years, 25 years or more, I have so many people that I done work with, from, oh my God, Johnny Gill to Dre, to all these different cats in between, Mary J, all these people that we had some type of touch with, right, or been around, Silk and so by seeing all that, by being around all that and going in different towns, what really stood out to me, I remember years ago we went to Atlanta. And this when we got Jermaine Dupri, Usher, Dallas Austin, all these cats wasn't really big then. They was on the rise. But one thing I noticed, all these people in different towns clicked up together and they grew. I didn't notice back home we didn't do that as much. At least I wasn't a part of it. So we didn't do that as much. So I've always wanted to build something where you can get producers and you can get writers and you get broadcast. Everybody have a clique. So whoever rise, and you pull the whole one up.
That's right.
You know, instead of doing your thing over here and hating on your brother and sister and not wanting to show no love. So that's my drive. You know, as I grow, we grow. And that's why I live on.
Okay, I have
No,
sorry,
go
I
ahead,
have one
Sean.
question. I need to hear these vocals. You talking about
Oh, nothing.
singing
He said, "No, I'm not doing it."
That's when I was younger, skinnier, and had hair. Now that old bald headed. They dead. I buried those. That was 20-something years ago.
Terrible. He not trying to shit on
That's not
those.
happening.
First of all, he not fat, y'all. He not fat.
At all.
Sometimes
You're a nice looking guy. I'm not gonna lie. You really are.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know why they
He
didn't
a
sit
man with
here and
some
say this man. Now, I just don't know why they didn't did this to him.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're not gonna drop any. I mean, just
Not a
give me
one.
a verse.
Another one.
Sean
If
just
you
said
drop
you want to hear
I
verse.
know,
I can't sing.
Me either.
I can't sing, but I would.
You would?
Just to make you do it.
What?
I look at y'all.
Don't say you can't. Never say you
Look
can't.
at that.
I can't sing, but I will just to get him to do it.
Never say you can't.
I can't. I already know. I don't get it.
They ain't getting me out there.
What? That's what I'm talking about.
It's the Chyna Pink Show.
They on live on a Sunday night. Hey,
Y'all
Charles
doing it.
in the building.
Hey, this is live in here, y'all. Can't get no live than this. Can't get no live than this. Can't get no live than this. I love it. I love it.
Pray, y'all.
I love it. Easy pray, baby.
Okay, we gonna
I love it.
Lee said,
Old girl
"Hey,
kill passion.
hey, Lee."
Old girl kill passion.
Hashtag old girl kill passion.
Old girl kill
Hey,
passion.
love
Easy
it. Love
pray.
it.
I'm gonna find
Well,
something.
look, before we go into our topics, I want to ask one more question. So, do you have any suggestions to help others become better writers?
Whoa, ooh, that's I don't know about better writers, but what I would tell anybody is inspiring writers.
There you go.
Inspiring writers,
too.
right? Well, what I would say, because I don't want to say better. I mean, this is my first book. I would just tell you, if you're inspired to write, just keep writing. Mitch Cradle told me the best bit of information when I was starting writing. He just said, keep writing. Keep writing. And see, one thing you don't want to, well, I can say don't want to do because everybody's different. What I didn't want to do was start writing my story, and then before I really got into it, start letting other people voice their opinion, because then what it'll do, it'll shut you down. Because they'll be telling you, and they be doing it out of love, but they be saying, hey, don't write in the third person, don't write in the second person, don't write like this, and you'll lose. So you need to write by yourself. Write by yourself, and then formulate your style.
Because what God has for you is for you.
There you go. There you go. And then, now I'm not saying that even say that don't listen to people that already done it, but just write, get your rough, and then give it to people to help clean it up. And that worked for me. I just kept writing my rough, and then get people to clean up. Sure.
To those that are looking into writing, even if they don't even know if it's really writing, it could be scripting, it could be plays.
Right.
I think the biggest thing that you said was don't be afraid, and I put that in my own words. Don't be afraid to be unique, to have your own style, your own talent. But you said a big key: make sure that you get someone professional to actually review, or would it be underwrite, review, or edit your book. Don't let them know that your dream can be somebody else's dream.
Absolutely.
Your interest is somebody else's interest. Trust me.
Somebody's dream can be your nightmare. Do what you gotta do. Right.
But I just think I don't even know what to say, because you just have so much talent. You, like you said, you didn't know you were this talented, and it kind of gives me, who has multi-talents, to also just say, you know what, do it. You can do it all. You know, but don't stop at one little ship. You doing books, you done did music, you're doing acting,
Because
you're
you
doing
never know
TV
until
shows,
you
never know.
radio
You never
shows.
know.
Yeah,
But
I
you
like
put
that.
God first, and
You got to.
that's
You got to
why
put God in
have
everything.
strength.
You have to. You have
so
to.
how did you get the title Easy Prey?
Well, Easy Prey actually came about one day. Me and my buddy, my best friend, Wim Halston. Shout out to my man Wim.
Shout out to
Actually,
the BFF.
my man, and he actually is in my book, but. Yes, see that. So, but we was talking one day. We was talking one day, and we was having a conversation. It just made a mere analogy, like, look how easy it is for men. Just think about this for a minute, right? Men who, if you sitting somewhere if you out somewhere and a beautiful woman come up to you and try to seduce you or say something to you out of the way, 95% of the men will be easy prey because they think they can get away with it. Yeah. They'll go. And just think about, that's right, they're thirsty, of course. So if you fall into that, you know what I'm saying, and somebody came up to you, men, we are such easy prey. Mm-hmm. And when we said that laughing and joking about it, and it stuck. Like, you know what? That is so true. We are such easy prey. Mm-hmm. If a crazy woman came up, we didn't know, looking beautiful, and try to talk to us or whatever, and we want to give her at the bar or whatever, man, she can poison us, and then we so gullible at times. So that's how the idea came up. We just
and that's how she became the Black Widow spider in the book.
Hey, she knew that. She just used what God gave her. God blessed her to be voluptuous and beautiful and intelligent. So she used all that to know that. That's how she had to get closer to her guy, Patrick Dunnigan. And all these people was in the middle of her, and she took care of them. Let's let you know that she, where'd you see the book? Where'd you read the book?
I'm going to audition for her.
Because I need to read this book.
Well, let me tell you something.
I don't even want to audition yet because I might be one of the ones get killed. So I ain't even trying. I want to read this book now.
Good. That's right. Let me say something to you real quick. Thought, guys. For this book, I am shooting a commercial, a teaser. So we will be having a casting for Mallory. I just want to put that out there. We're going to be in this month, sometime this month, we'll be doing a casting call for Mallory. So we're going to be doing a cool little commercial, some more PR, where we're going to do a teaser stuff through the book. So we're going to be doing a casting call for Mallory.
Mallory only.
You want to let us
Mallory.
know?
We'll have a guy too. We're going to cast two main characters, but Mallory and then one of the handsome guys that you see on the cover. We'll be casting for both.
You know what? You're going to stay blessed because as I just hear this little synopsis of what you're telling me, you continue to put out blessings even before yours hit where you wanted to be. So once again, I salute you on that. I really do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
So before we finish up, we're going to come back to Keith in the end so he can kind of let you guys know how you can find him, just a quick update about everything. About his book before we leave, but we do have some topics that we want to discuss today. The first topic that I have here is, and you guys can see it on Facebook Live, is do guys prefer a basic chick or a top flight chick? And so when I say this, the meaning of this is, when I say basic, I mean like a female, she does work, she's just basic, meaning like she works. She's just not extra, meaning like she doesn't dress extra. She dresses regular jeans, shirt, just no makeup. She's not a showstopper. She's just a basic female, but she's independent. She has her own car, she has her own place, she take care of kids. She's basic. She doesn't do a lot. Meaning, so when I in top flight, meaning she's with makeup. She dressed real flashy. She got a flashy car. She has a nice job. Nails done, hair done, everything big. That type thing. And I'm going to be honest with you. I see a lot of dudes with basic females. And that's the reason why this topic came up, because it was kind of a debate. And so I was like, you know what? When we go back to the show in 2018... this is going to be our first topic, because I really want to know from our audience, how do guys really, and I do want to hear from some females too, but basically males, like, do you guys prefer like a more of a low maintenance, low key female? Or somebody said, "Oh, I like this topic." Okay. Really, guys. I see you can, but I just want y'all to just know this is what I mean, and I hope you all people that just also okay. So I got some guys that came in and just said basic all day, and I agree. And I'm not basic though, but what I'm saying is I see it so much. I'm married though, but what I see so much is dudes with basic females all the time, and I'll be like, kind of like sometimes depending on how the guy look, I'll be like, oh, the guys like kind of surprised. The dude be kind of like fly as fuck, cute as shit, and they with a basic chick. Like so, okay, so I'm seeing guys say,
on here what they got to say.
Okay, so you all give us a call. Call us up with this topic.
Stacey said,
basic or
Mallory.
Top flight.
Mallory? Easy Prey.
Basic or Mallory?
Basic or easy Prey?
Basic or
Top
Mallory?
flight or basic? Call us up at 240-685-1078.
Great topic, guys. Great topic. What you think?
Know that number.
Give
Y'all
us
say-
a call, y'all. We want to hear what y'all got to say. Guys, that's what we're looking for. We're not talking about the young ladies looking for the basic or the top flight young ladies. We talk about the guys that's looking for these ladies.
Why y'all waiting?
My guy said,
choice?
one of my guys said, looks are great, but intelligence is sexy.
Hey.
Yeah, Dante.
Well, I'm going to say
Dante
this.
King said that.
So, but why can't they both be intelligent?
Well, my thing is,
They can't be. That wasn't me. That was from one of them. Okay.
But I mean, both can be intelligent, but one is just more of a
Plain Jane.
showstopper.
There you go.
okay, we
Answer
have
the
a
phone,
caller.
Stace.
Let's see what's going on.
Somebody calling in.
Hey, hello, caller. You're on with the Chyna Pink Show.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Hey.
We're here. Happy New Year to you.
Yes.
Happy New Year, 2018.
That's right. What you got going on? What you like?
I'm calling in about the basic chick versus top flight chick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think, so it's my opinion, right? And, everything's going to be based on the individual. You know what I mean? But
Correct.
me, myself, I got me a top flight chick. But a lot of dudes are going to talk to basic chicks to make more sense. You know what I mean? You can bring, it's like you can take somebody and bring them up a little bit. They're not extra. You know, you're gonna appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like a basic chick is cool with some I don't know if it's a good example, but you get her like a Steve Madden and she alright. You get her a Michael Kors purse and she happy. Like this, you gotta be Chanel.
Damn right.
Louis.
Or Louis.
Calling number, Dante.
Or Gucci. Correct.
On your pockets as a dude, you can keep that as basic chick late.
Hold on. So let me ask you this. Is the reason why dudes prefer a basic chick is because money, meaning you could buy her a Michael Kors purse as opposed to a Chanel or a Louis? Is that the reason why dudes prefer basic?
That's a factor, but the main thing is how they receive it. You know what I'm saying? So if the upkeep, you got a type like chick, you're going to spend a lot of money on that maintenance.
But hold on.
Materialistic.
But
That's
some
what that
top
is.
flight chicks can buy their own.
Correct. Hold on. What Chandra say?
She loves you.
Hold on, boo-boo.
It's a bill.
Yeah.
It's like a bill.
He said that top flight chick like a bill. What you say, Chandra?
Hold up. So a lot of top chicks can buy their own stuff.
Correct.
You know, so is it that you feel that maybe you're not, I don't want to say worthy, but you're not able to do this, so it's easier for you to get a basic chick than somebody who can do their own, handle their
I
own?
wouldn't say that. I think, okay.
Bring it down.
Yeah,
It's heating up in
Break
the
it down.
studio, baby.
I'm telling you, they don't.
It's heating up in here. Hot topics.
Top like chicks, they gonna hop from dude, not a lot. Let me back up.
Back up, caller. Back it up.
I want to hang up the phone.
We might want you to come to the studio.
Top flight.
It's not a money thing. Some players are used to that. You know what I'm saying? They're used to this now.
Look at that ring.
Damn. You can take them to any restaurant, they've already been there 1,000 times. With that basic chick, it's new. It's new to her. It's a new experience. It's almost more fun for the guys to introduce her to these new things. And you know what I mean? She's going to appreciate it so much more as someone who's never
Okay.
Well, finish. I got something to
Oh,
say.
man,
This
let
right
me sit
here.
back and listen to
You
this.
already know that the top flight chick that been to every
We gotta
fancy
get
restaurant
Keith's-
5
we
or
gotta
more
get Keith's
times.
opinion.
Why do you have to go to a
Right,
basic
but
chick and keep
Keith
her
still
basic?
have an
Why
opinion.
can't you introduce the basic chick to make her feel top
No,
flight?
that's what he was saying. He was introducing her.
No, but he says he already has a top flight chick.
He do, and I know who
So
this
does that mean
is.
that you a top flight dude?
But that's what I'm getting at. You can bring her and make her top flight, but she's going to appreciate it so much more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody has to
Well, who the hell is?
Your fiance is top flight.
Shh.
gave you
More fun for that person. You know what I'm saying? Versus like when you grab that already top flight. You grab that basic chick and bring her up. You know what I mean?
Oh, you saying bring the basic chick up?
So bring
Wait
the
a
basic
minute,
chick up.
hold.
Okay,
But the basic chick I've noticed that want to be brung up, like she likes to be basic. She likes to not wear makeup.
Oh, wait,
she
I'm
likes to not
basic.
wear weave.
I'm basic.
You
what
wear
I'm
makeup
saying.
before.
I
Yeah.
wear lipstick and eyelashes.
And your nails are done. Some
That's
basic
it.
chick.
No, ma'am.
No.
ma'am.
Y'all
You are not
Maya,
basic.
It's
you
all
hang up
perception.
calls.
Miller. What up, kid Miller?
Stop
perception.
They'll
This
hook
right
me. I
here
love it.
is really a perception of what you want. Because I'm going to say this. I'm a basic person. I am a... Yes, the hell I am. Yes, I am. For real. No, seriously, because just because you like these nice things does not mean that you're a top flight person. That's what I'm saying. Now, I like nice things, but guess what? I'm a basic person. I don't ask for a lot. I don't ask my companion for a lot. Because that's not what...
You're not basic. Because you don't dress basic.
But that's what I'm telling you. You can be basic and still dress. You don't have to be top flight to have name brand.
Let me ask the question.
Basic.
Let me ask the question. What is? Give me your definition of a basic chick.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what
to me,
your perception.
I mean, everybody. Listen,
what is your definition?
everybody have their definition of basic, but to me, and this just is my personal opinion. To me, basic means like, look, I'm not pressed to wear Louis. I'm cool with dressing with a t-shirt and jeans and tennis shoes. I'm cool with going to Fridays as opposed to Ruth Chris. Just have a Nissan Maxima as opposed to a Benz. I mean, to me, that's basic. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, that's not me though. And I'm not saying, to me, I feel like you don't have to be top flight. I'm not saying I am top flight, but I'm not basic. But what I will say is I'm not, and it's just my opinion. Mm-hmm. I'm Chyna. This is my opinion. I'm not going to drive a Maxima. I'm not. I haven't drove that type of car in years. I'm not saying that I'm top flight because I have a Benz, but to me, I won't do it. I'm not going. You will never see me in a Maxima. That's just not what I do. But I want what I want. I work hard as shit out here. I'm a grinder and I'm a hustler, and I'm going to motherfucking work for what I want to drive.
Yeah, and that goes back to your preference, what you like. Because like I said, I'm a basic person, but guess what? I had all that. I had 750 Benz, 550, all of that. But guess what? I didn't buy it for myself because I'm a basic person. Just like this new
Stacey,
this new
like
car
that right now, though.
But I didn't buy it. But that's my thing. Okay. I don't buy these things for myself, and I don't ask for them. I'm good with or without it because I'm always going to be me. Right. So whether I'm driving this Benz or whether I'm driving Lil' Cousin, which is a Mazda, you know, I'll get in Lil' Cousin and have on my fur and my glasses, honey, and I'm going to do what I got to do. So that it's just a perception of how if you consider yourself to be a top flight. No, I would not say she's bougie. I would say she says she's top flight. She will be considered in her realm of definition. She will be considered top flight.
Definition is different. So
Everybody's is different. Like I said, I'm a basic person.
So I don't think I'm basic, but
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it.
Like either. So let me say this:
Ron.
like I don't drive a Benz, but if you come to my house, you're gonna be like, oh.
It's all in what you like.
Yeah, my house is like that.
It is a perception that one has.
Because I feel like
it's all up to the
certain
individual.
things, I want certain things.
Right.
And the cars, as long as I can get from A to B, I'm like you. I can get in the fucking bucket as long as it gets me to A and B.
Baby, I change tires and everything. You can bring me up. Bring me one half born, need a head gasket and all that. We put all that on.
Where I
I'm driving.
entertain my house, it's all of that.
So at the end of the day, guys, make sure understand it. At the end of the day, material items define or depict that you're basic or not. That's what you're saying?
No.
And that's what I'm kind of, is it based around material or is it based around your character or who you at or how you, based on this question?
Based on this question, I believe that top flight means a woman who does want the labels, the Louis, the Chanel, the Tom Ford.
So those would be, by this question, given that, it's based on the material stuff. I got you. No, it makes sense because it's so broad. You can go all over the place with it. Right.
It can be.
Okay.
But no, and to respond to Chyna, I'm basic because I'm Amazon's finest.
So because I shop on Amazon too.
That's the case.
All my stuff
I have in my hair right now came from Amazon. So what do you think?
Exactly, Beanie. I'm trying to figure it out, baby. Get to the bottom of it. I love it though. Great topic.
And I'll stitch it up. I'll Now,
based on this question,
I got a
That's
question for
serious.
Keith on this topic.
Okay.
Now I see this thing about the blind man on your hand, so I'm not gonna say current.
yeah, that thing, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at Keith. Somebody love you,
yeah,
Keith.
yeah.
They love Keith just like my Paris Hilton. They love
Hey,
him
hey,
just
hey,
like my
hey,
Paris Hilton look.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Keith got him a bling bling.
I-
We got questions, y'all. We got to
We're not
answer.
trying to cause no confusion, friction, or problems at home. But back in the day, what were you looking for?
He was a go-getter.
Flashy, or were you looking for the basic?
I've always looked for basic women.
Somebody
I'm
said, what
attracted
about the
to
That's
fly
what's
chicks
up,
with a
Keith.
basic
I'm
guy?
attracted.
Okay, we
I'm
can
attracted.
on that.
I'm
I got
attracted
that.
to. I mean, nothing wrong with. I mean, I've been around music and in the streets and all that, so I've nothing wrong with top flight. When I respect them, I love a fly chick, as you'll see in my book with Mallory Bell.
Oh, we got a call.
But I just like, I'm just one
Bring
that.
Keith. Give him
Okay,
one second.
okay, go ahead.
Hello, caller. You're on with the Chyna Pink Show.
Y'all sound real echoey. Clear me up, somebody.
Okay. Hey, this got to be my baby.
You know it is.
Kenyatta. Wait a minute. Who's this?
That's Maya. That's Maya right there.
Kevin said.
Oh, that's mine.
Hey, Kevin just said. Listen. Kevin said we all basic for real.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
I always say, who the hell is Kevin? That's
Listen,
Kevin.
And I kind of agree with him. Like, ain't nothing. We all have our own perception of the things we like.
Yes.
Like, he likes a nice car. Whereas, you know, I like a nice bag on my arm. It's a difference.
Right.
Saying I can wear a whole cheap ass little outfit that
Yes.
costs about $20, but I'm gonna be walking 5,000 on my shoulder, on my elbow, on my arm. So it's a difference. I've had all of those cars.
Shut up.
George said, shut up,
No,
Maya.
shut up. George said,
Shut the
shut
hell
up.
up.
To realize that, damn, do I want to pay this? Like my son in private school, I'm paying a whole ass car. I'm paying a Maserati car, no very much on my son.
Yeah, you are. No bullshit.
That's when I shine. I had my little time to shine on the different.
Hold on, Maya. We got another call.
Since we got
Hold that thought. Don't
got
go
a
nowhere.
call.
Don't hang up.
That thing is off the
You
hook.
petty as shit. Don't hang up on Maya.
Hello, you're on with the Chyna Pink Show.
Good evening, ladies. How are you? Hey, Stacey.
Hi, darling. I love you.
How are you, sweetie?
Hot show.
Wonderful.
Hot show. Hot show.
Wonderful
Love it,
topic.
love it,
Hello,
love it.
Keith. Happy New Year to you all.
Hello.
To the topic.
Oh, hey, Ken.
Basic or
Top
the
flight.
top flight chick. Hello.
We
Yeah.
here. We hear you.
Okay. I would like to say, as far as basic or top flight, as for me, I don't like to say I'm basic or top flight, but I would definitely like to say I'm a woman of substance.
I agree.
Yes.
That goes a long way.
Yeah.
Yes.
However, I like nice things, I wear nice things, but it's all on substance. Because if you can't have an intellectual conversation with either individual, they're no good to me.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah, that's true. Good answer.
Right.
So that's how I look at it.
Good answer. Great answer.
I like
Thank
that.
you,
Great
Kenyatta.
Thank you so much
sister,
for
so
calling
much.
in.
That said a lot.
You know, we can all be dressed up. We all go to the parties. We can all look nice. But if you're not on substance,
Don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
And not too many people can have an intellectual conversation.
our phone
I
hung
can't
up.
out many.
The hung up.
Okay.
Oh, she knows she
Go
said
ahead,
it.
sis.
you are welcome. Then I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be done. However, then I want to look at, okay, at the end of the day, what is your makeup? Because we all look nice. However, what you bring into the table, and it's not all about what I can do
There
for
you
you
go.
or what you can do for me, but it's all in one.
That's right.
Correct. But let me just say this. The reason why this topic was brought up is because it was a discussion that most dudes prefer basic females. I mean, females that's not flamboyant. Females that's not, extra. And so I thought this was a great topic. And from what I'm seeing on social media, they are responding heavily on this topic that this is a great topic. Like, everybody is really, I think, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I've never seen this much response in a minute on our show. This is actually must be maybe one of the greatest topics we done had, for real, y'all. If I could read some of this stuff.
Fly females get cheated on by basic females.
Hold on. I want y'all to hear what Juicy just said. Stay on the line, call, and say that one more time.
Top flight women get cheated on by basic women. I have to put the quotations on it because, again, it's all in perception. But if you think about the media and you think about Lala and Halle Berry and Jennifer Lopez and all of them, they top flight women. They were cheated on with basic women. Even
But basic
Kevin Hart's
women get
wife.
cheated on as well.
Yeah,
Basic
they do.
women do get cheated on, but for the majority.
If you a cheater, you a cheater.
Well, to me, because Aniko is basic to me.
Who is Aliko?
Kevin Hart's wife.
Because she's not anybody.
Oh, okay.
No, but I'm saying, like, you
I'm
can't
talking
compare
about
her
the
to Lala.
physical
look.
Lala
See,
is
I'm talking
A
about
boss.
physically.
I think we get too
Yeah,
much
she
into
basic.
this. I think we get too much into this physical thing, and that's why a lot of things really don't last. We're not basing. I'm real old school now. My thing is, if you're looking for love,
Call in,
let's
Dante.
look for that. Let's not look for the weave, and let's not look how pretty she looks when I walk out this door, and I have her on my arm, and this goes both ways for men and women. Don't waste nobody. But guess what?
wig.
Everybody's top flight is not that. Top
Right.
flight for a lot of people can be my home.
Right.
Having a roof over my head. Top flight is me working a 9 to 5 every day. Coming home.
being able to pay
My
your bills.
kids.
Being able to pay your bills. on
Verizon
time.
and Pepco and everything is not sending me a yellow envelope. You know, that can be top flight to a lot of people. You know, and like basic to some people that you can say is top flight gonna say, oh, she don't, she don't wear, she ain't got a Louis, she ain't got a Gucci. But guess what? I don't have a Louis, I have a Gucci, and I don't have too much of all that stuff because guess what? To me, it's irrelevant. I don't need that. The money that I can spend, and that's just me.
Right.
The money that I can spend for one pocketbook that I know, I know me. I take, and once I wear, I will take and throw it over there. My kids will have it. So if you want it, y'all buy it for me. Because don't ask me, because I'm not going to
And
lead
that's
you
why
in
I
that
said
direction.
My stuff goes into my house.
Into
where I
certain
am
things.
all the
You can be
time.
basic
I don't care
or
how I'm getting
high-
go to work, but
High
chime in
maintenance
very
to
quickly.
what you want.
I want to chime in very quickly. I think that the world has, we're sitting at this table and we're adults and we work and our paycheck dissolves very quickly because we have responsibilities. But there's a lot of people out here that do not put their responsibilities before they want. They want to look like somebody. They want to act like somebody. That's just the world we live in.
That's right.
As
that's
adults,
social media.
As adults,
I
I
think.
have a good friend of mine
We got
who
you for that.
she won't invest money into clothes, shoes, cars. But her house is built from the ground up.
That's
and her
right.
house looks like a model home.
Didn't I say
That's
that?
right. Now see,
Now, me personally, I am not going to sit there and make it seem like I'm making $700,000 a year, but I don't want to leave out the house looking just about any kind of way. Now, when you said basic, when you said what's the first thing I think of when I would go in a nail salon or go to a restaurant. Everybody that knows me know I do not cook, so I'll be at the restaurants, fuck y'all. And when I go to the restaurants, have you ever seen the obese woman that got the short haircut that ain't been, it's just moosed down, and she wearing the wedding ring, and you instantly look at her and say,
who done married her?
what the hell?
You ain't you wild.
But no, because
I ain't lying. I do say it. I ain't gonna lie.
This baby is wild as
I
shit.
say some of that stuff
And
too
I
in my
seen
head.
it,
I ain't gonna
and I'm
lie.
not
I ain't gonna lie.
I was at the pizza place, Lido's, and the lady looked like that, and
Hey,
I
Benny,
said,
what you think,
what
Benny?
the hell? And all of a sudden, this dude walked in, and I swear for God, I even was like,
I'm basic.
he was cute.
motherfucker,
basic.
what?
That's how it works.
How the fuck is she?
That's how it works.
And I've seen it so many times that even this nigga married her. The fuck this shit got that? That to me is basic.
But guess
Okay.
what? A lot
Yeah.
of times, real quick. A lot of times that I've seen that, guess what? And I've been in people's households that's like that. Oh, he's flashy, fly to death, right? Going there, his wife is just got her hair blow dry straight down, girl. She got her t-shirt, her
Not even
jeans, and
blow
everything
dry,
in there.
air
But guess
dry.
what? Air dry with a little crinkle in the roots, and the rest is over processed.
Dude,
However
love
you
basic
want to
girls,
call
y'all. I'm
it,
telling
however
y'all.
you want to call it. But guess what? Girlfriend got it going on aside of what you see in her looking like. Because when he walked through that door, guess what he realized when he walks through the door?
Look,
Everything is in order, baby.
And you got
I'm gonna be that basic, but you straight. My man is straight, baby. My household is straight.
Find your outfit
That's
and
one
rock
thing.
it.
Chyna Pink Show.
And you would never know.
I'm getting all types of signals that we are way beyond our time, y'all. I'm so sorry. We could do a part 2 next week, but we are. And I'm sorry, y'all, that I couldn't ask questions. We got a whole lot of questions. We got a whole lot of responses. I apologize. We will do a part 2 on this next week because it's just too much.
We'll respond on
We
Facebook.
can respond on Facebook, and we also can do next week a part 2. We gonna finish this. We gonna finish this out, but we gotta go, y'all. But real quick, before we go, we want to give Keith an opportunity to let y'all know how y'all can find him and everybody around the table. 1 second, literally 1 second, y'all.
All right, guys, please follow me on Arthur Keith Childs on Facebook, Arthur Keith Childs on Instagram, and Arthur Keith Childs on Twitter.
Stays, anything you want to let them know about your birthday party?
Oh,
Let Keith finish.
real
Keith
quick,
is our guest. Let
real
him do
quick.
what he
Next
gotta do.
Saturday on the lab, guys, my very own guest, Stacey Tice, will be on the lab. Next Saturday, 11:30. Tune in.
Hey, I'll be there. Okay, well, I'm just glad to be back. Happy New Year to everybody, 2018. January the 18th, if you can't come out, it's nothing big. We're just doing the regular Thursdays at the Paradigm, but I'll be celebrating my birthday on the 18th. Be there.
Comment.
Okay. All right. For me, I have a few announcements, but I don't have time today. But what I will tell you is this, that Maya and I will be at Cheers on Friday, 6 to 12. Make sure y'all come out and support. And that's it for me. I will tell y'all, I have some fantastic news, but I don't have time to share that with y'all today. So when Maya come back next week, I will share my news along with her great news.
Okay.
I don't have any news. Happy New Year. You can find me on my new Instagram page, Belle Regalo Hair. I am rebranding myself in the hair business, Belle Regalo, BELREGALO Hair, HAIR, and at Organically Sexy with India Janae.
All right.
Hey, Happy New Year. You can find me Miss_Wilson MRS _ Wilson on Instagram.
Hey now.
Of course,
Miss
still
Baba.
old school. Nakia Wood on Facebook. Miss Spa Bar, still doing the kids spas. You can also see me bartending at Levi's in Clinton. I'll be there on Thursday and the following Saturday. See y'all.
All right,
Guys, it's been real.
Until,
Appreciate it.
Next Sunday, thanks
Thank you.
Keith Childs for pushing
Thank you.
through to the Chyna Pink Show.
Thanks for having
Until
me.
next Sunday at 5, we are out.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Great show, guys. Great show. Appreciate it.
I'm coming through with you on Thursday. No,
You gonna kick my ass? Why? Oh, because we late. Hey,
my
George, we didn't start till like
actually-
5:19.
5:30.
My birthday.
Shit.
Hey,
All right, guys. Thank y'all, guys, for tuning in.
Hey,
Thanks,
thank
Stace.
you. Hey, I want to
Get a
thank
picture.
Thank you, Keith, for coming through the Chyna
Thanks
Pink
for
Show,
having
and I'll see you on Saturday. We're gonna have
See you Saturday on the lab. It's Stacy. Funny Girl Stacy, part 2. Thank you. All right. Chop, thank you. Thanks for having me on the show. Appreciate it, guys.
We gotta take a picture with
Let's
Keith
take a picture,
before he
absolutely.
leaves.
Get a
Oh, we
picture.
gotta get right here
Come
real
on.
quick. Real quick.
All right, guys, it's a wrap.
How
Another
we
wrap.
gotta start?
Support Easy
We
PREY
made it shit.
Spring 2018. Thank y'all.